Hey guys, this is Dennis, the founder of ThinkHero.
And this is Roth, your resident film and television geek. And this?
I'm Joey Parr from GeekTyrant.com, aka Dr. Venkman.
All right, so this is a new segment that we're going to be doing. We're going to run down some of the topics. First topic, of course, the huge opening weekend for Chris Nolan's Inception. What did you think?
I loved it. It was awesome.
It was definitely awesome. You can check out our review too on ThinkHero, and I don't know if you guys did one as well.
I wrote up a review.
Great.
So yeah, definitely
check out what Joey has to say.
Check out that on the site. I thought it was an amazing movie though.
Yeah.
Definitely smarter than a lot of the films that Hollywood comes out with these days. And not only that, it was completely action-packed too.
Yeah, definitely. I think it blended both the mainstream action appeal and more thought-provoking themes to it. What do you think about like the criticisms that are kind of like a backlash? It's kind of similar to Avatar, how Avatar had that backlash last year.
Yeah.
Inception is kind of getting that right now.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't really noticed.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just paying attention to all the good vibes on it.
Yeah, there's a little bit here and there, and it tends to be sort of like the more filmmakers, critics kind of a thing.
Yeah.
And I think that basically what they're saying is like, I'm going to distill down a lot of jargon to it's good, but not all that. And the reason is that they think it actually doesn't go deep enough on kind of the intellectual and thematic level.
Wow.
But it's dancing that line.
Yeah.
And I think it does that super well. And we were talking about, before we started taping, we were talking about the one sequence.
Oh, the action sequence
Yeah.
in the hallway. You've seen bits and pieces of it in the trailer, but when you see it in the context of the film and what's happening that causes that madness, it just takes it to a whole new level.
It's so well done and
greatness.
so well executed. And it's visually stunning, but you made kind of a good point. We were comparing it to The Matrix, and you said you liked it better than The Matrix because of the setup.
Exactly. In The Matrix, you have, they could defy gravity and just kind of do what they want to do and break certain rules. But there's actually rules in these dreams that they have to follow. Gravity is one of those rules. So when you see why this is all going on, it was just awesome.
So also last week we heard of two things related. We have Edward Norton not coming back as the Hulk for the Avengers. Marvel cited kind of more of a creative / personality clash as the reason why.
Yeah.
Edward Norton, his agent said that it seemed to be more of a financial thing. Edward Norton left kind of a non-controversial.
It was very classy
goodbye.
response to it. It's like, thanks
on
for
Facebook.
the opportunity, but we're moving on now, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah. So what do you guys think about that?
I think it sucks. I mean, it's one of those things where Marvel is building up this world, and Edward Norton would play an integral part in that as the Hulk. And Marvel asked him to come back at one point. And then all of a sudden they're like, well, now we don't want you back. So
Yeah, they kind of did that with Terrence Howard for Iron Man.
they did.
too.
Yeah.
But supposedly, there's all kinds of rumors about why things happen and what the reasons are behind these decisions and things like that. So,
definitely.
I mean, I wasn't really happy with either of the Hulks, to be honest. I'm just really being honest. I wasn't totally happy. I liked his Bruce Banner, but I wasn't really happy with the Hulk himself. I mean, frankly, I know he looks more like what the actual cartoon Hulk is meant to look like, but I wasn't happy with the CG.
Okay.
And I really would have rather seen a big guy painted green, a little bit, like in the TV
Like
show.
Lou Ferrigno.
That makes sense. Why not?
Because or a puppet or something
Sure.
that had a little life to it.
Yeah.
So anyway, but Mark Ruffalo is someone that I absolutely adore and have for years.
See, he's one of my favorite actors.
Yeah, mine too.
So when I heard they brought him in, it's like when I wrote up my post for it, I was like, I really wanted to hate Marvel and bag on, just rag on the guy that they got to replace Edward Norton. And then this came out that Mark Ruffalo might replace him. Like, I can't badmouth him.
You can't.
It's like, I like that choice.
Yeah, I mean, I love that actor. I love that choice, and he's going to bring something really different to this role because he is sort of a gentle vulnerability as an actor that comes out in whatever role he's doing. That'll bring something different to the counterpart of the Hulk.
Yeah, so it's kind of love-hate relationship there for me.
All right, so this is our last subject. Obviously, all three of us are going to Comic-Con this coming week. What are you guys looking most forward to?
I really want to see Tron Legacy stuff. Finally, maybe see some disc war, disc battle footage. Obviously, the Marvel stuff, Thor, Captain America. We're definitely going to be showing some Thor footage there. And the cat jumped up on me.
And the cat's coming for a visit.
I was like,
He's coming.
keep going. The cat, for sure. Thundercats would be awesome. They're actually going to do an animated.
Yeah, they're doing an animated TV show, so that's cool.
Yeah, I'm very excited to see Thor, even though, he's not as well known a character as other Marvel characters. Sure. I have a feeling with Kenneth Branagh directing and some writers that I have liked from Fringe and Terminator Sarah Chronicles writing the script, I think it has a good chance of being really good.
Yeah, I think Kenneth Branagh is an absolutely interesting choice for this.
I do too.
If you look at anything else he's directed, I mean, nothing lends itself to being
Seriously.
you know what? Thor.
Exactly. What do you guys think of the costumes?
They're kind of, people's complaints have been that it's been too futuristic looking.
Yeah, too clean, too costumey, right?
Yeah, too much like a costume rather than...
I like it, though.
Yeah. I kind of dig it, too. I kind of dig the look so far, too. I mean, the original casting was something that I was not totally sold on, to be honest.
Chris Hemsworth?
Chris Hemsworth, yeah. But, I'm looking at it, and he looks like he's owning it in the pictures. He looks like he's owning the role.
I think some of the complaints about the pictures, too, have been because... kind of more the lighting. It has
it's very studio, very set up. So when we see these costumes in actual action and we see him moving around and doing all kinds of things, I think hopefully that'll sell people on the costumes.
What did you think of the Green Lantern costume?
I loved it. I got there are a couple complaints where it's like, oh, it's not the original from the original comics. I'm like, it's an upgrade. But I like that. I like the design. It
should be interesting to see in motion.
I know, right? Because they had all the all those lines, and I think there's going to be light, all going with fiber optic type lighting going on in this costume. So that should be cool to see.
Yeah, I think Tron will be really interesting. You mentioned Tron.
Oh yeah,
Tron
definitely.
will be really interesting too. I'm so fascinated by the whole Tron saga a little bit, you know what I mean? The amount of money that's being spent, the fact that they chose to do Tron when really we know what Tron is, right?
Yeah.
You guys probably know if you're watching this what Tron is, but so many people, if you went to 10 people on the street, none of them would know what Tron was.
Well, not only that, but even talking to some of, talking to my parents, right? When Tron first came out, it wasn't a big hit with people. People did not like it. So when I talk to my parents about, hey, Tron Legacy, you got to see this, they're like, eh.
All right, so another thing that kind of gets overshadowed, I feel like at Comic-Con, besides the comic books, those are overshadowed. We've been talking about
they push those in the corner now. It's like Comic-Con used to be Comic-Con. Now they're like, hey, let's go put the comics over there.
So besides that, I feel like movies have the prominent place because all of them are in Hall H. However, I feel like kind of television shows have gotten kind of a back seat to some of these movies, even though they're more popular than some of these movies, like you mentioned, The Walking Dead panel.
Oh, Walking Dead. That's probably one of the most anticipated panels that I want to go see while I'm there. Yeah. Even out of the movies, I'm really excited for that.
And I think a lot of people would agree with you. So it's sort of interesting that they keep on relegating them outside of Hall H because I think sometimes that they have a huge following.
Exactly.
And they would draw, especially if they kind of did it all in a row. If they did Walking Dead, Dexter, and
True Blood.
True Blood, you may not be a fan, but a lot of people are, including myself. That would draw a huge crowd into Hall H.
I agree.
So I don't know why Comic-Con weren't doing this.
All right, guys. So that's what we thought on those topics. You can post your comments below on the ThinkHero website and also on the GeekTyrant website.
Yep.
Or on YouTube.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Awesome. Let's do it.
And you can follow us on Twitter. I'm at ThinkHero.
At JRC.
At GeekTyrant.
All right. Later.
See ya.